Look out. Here we go. The Department of Education. Woo-wee. The good part, they'll fund your education. The bad part, look out for all the traps because they're going to have you on the hook probably for the rest of your life. Let's talk about that, some of the pitfalls. Anyway, we got about $1.6 trillion in debt, just in student loan debt, as of end of last year. 44 million students still owe that. It's quite a number. The average degree costs about $30,000. Okay. The day you graduate, the interest on that is about, average loan is about 5.8. Okay. So the day you graduate, 30,000, right? So the next day you owe $30,005. Okay. So then the next day after that, you owe $30,010. So it's about $5 every day, forever. That adds up really quick. It's over $150 a month. Anyway, some loans are higher. But anyway, that's just the basic degree. Okay. Then if you talk about books, or sometimes they give you extra money to live on, or if you need food and other items, that the incentives are there. Okay. They incentivize you really quick. So, oh yeah, well, it's like a kid, it's like a person when you get your first credit card and you don't have to pay it back. And your mom says, here's a credit card with a, $50,000 to $100,000 limit. Spend it how you want. You don't have to pay it back. So you're out and you spend it. So you have all these different opportunities. So anyway, but the student loan you got to pay back. You can't even file bankruptcy on it. Anyway, it's the lure, it's the marketing techniques, and it's how they tack everything else on. And then the interest. There is other cheaper colleges out there, but they don't have the dominant marketing power as the more expensive ones. So the ones with the dominant marketing power have the most expensive loans available and the most expensive total packages. But the average income when a graduate, they earn about $47,000 a year. Okay. And the average loan, and like I said, there's degrees at 30. Then you add in all this, the average person spending about 50. Okay. And that's not counting your interest and late payments and everything else. And then whatever else you had tagged onto there. Anyway, 3 out of 4 people regret getting a student loan. So there's a lot of pitfalls to it. It's good if you understand it. They need like a financial advisor, and sometimes the parents co-sign and stuff. But if you really manage your money and you go in at it right, and you're going to stick to what you get, your degree, and stick to that, and make sure there's plenty available. The problem is that they'll offer, say, just take an average, say there's 5,000 jobs available for a certain degree. Okay, and they have all these universities in one area. Let's just take a state. So they're training 20, 30, 40,000 people for those 5,000 jobs. Okay, that's the problem. And not only that, they're not factoring in the cost of living. This is just a loan payment. The interest is $150. Then your loan payment says $300 or $400. Okay, now what's your rent? $1,500. All right, now your car, now your electricity, now your food. It all adds up. They don't have nothing like that to look at and see, look, the cost of living, the student loans are getting, and the payment system is structured just to barely pay the student loan back. Forget about the cost of living. The current economy we live in, the cost of living is just too high. So we need to readjust the payments around the cost of living, and also put max on the amount of interest they could charge you. After so many years, like if you borrow 50 and it ends up being 50 more in interest, so now you owe 100, the interest just keeps growing and growing, 101, 102. They should be able to stop it after you get 50 and then double 50. And then that way, because the 100 is going to be enough to pay back. So there's certain limits you could put on there. Or we can file certain percentage of off the interest rate, and maybe certain percentage off the loan itself, maybe. But the best way forward is the 25 for Me Act and 50 for youth. And what that does, it puts technology in the high school students' hands. And what that gives you real live numbers on how many people are seeking the same degree as you, okay, and how many jobs are available within that area. That way when you get out the job, or going in before you get the loan, within that area, if that job's available or if it's over a degree in it. So this new program I put together, this proposal, is to help eliminate some of the bad choices and the fraudulent marketing techniques they use. Basically, they're over degreeing. Okay, there are too many degrees out there for a minimum amount of jobs. That's what's going on. And then all the pitfalls of borrowing the extra money. So this program is going to, and then it's going to say the cost of living's up there. So it's going to give you the numbers of who's seeking the same degree as you are. Okay. And then it's going to put your cost of living in and where you plan on living, basically where your job's at and where you're going to live. And it factors in the cost of rent, the cost of your car and your food and everything. And it's going to give you an overall picture. All right. This is where I'm going to end up paying. And this is the cost of living. This is my vehicle. This is my food. All right. Now you're going to go seek this degree. This is what this degree pays. And they got the students in high school got to have these numbers in front of them, these live numbers. Like every time somebody signs up for the degree, you'll see it's like a stock ticker, like the stock market. You see numbers going up and down all day long and peaks and valleys. We need that. When jobs are filled, we got to know that. When degrees are filed and loans will go out for them, high schoolers need to know that. That way they, wait a minute, there's all these degrees going this way and I want to go that way. So now you'll be able to degree in a different way to secure your financial future. They don't have a program like this right now. That'll eliminate some of the fraud and corruption. That's some of the main reasons they get out and they can't pay the loan back. So watch out. But this is the way forward to help cut out a lot of that corruption, a lot of them fraudulent market activities, and get you in a bind because you can't file bankruptcy on it. So look out. Better watch out. You better get that AI financial advisor. 25 for Me Act and 50 for youth. Until next time.